Newcastle fans today, and wow, so relieved because we were that flipping close to becoming the laughing stock of the entire flipping country. Whew. Oxford were just that team that wouldn't die. Both games in the first game they wouldn't lie down, and even though they were 2-0 down, they never give up, which was horrible for us, but for them very commendable. And I do nothing but give them but praise. But I'll start from the beginning, like I usually do, and we'll start with a very strong team. The Longstaffs came in, Lejeune and Shea came in, Lascelles with them at the back, Ritchie and Yedlin as a back five, and then Elmeron and Joelinton up top. So we'll start this game really well, to be fair. The ball goes into Joelinton, and Joelinton holds it up very well, and he plays it into Sean Longstaff. Longstaff has a couple of players around him and he's faking and trying to get a bit of space, and somehow he manages to find it and he slots home just from outside the box to make it 1-0 Newcastle. And really good start from Newcastle. I was very encouraged, and it might be that little bit of confidence Sean needs, because a few people have been on his back past couple of games for his form and things like that. So this goal might just be what he needed. It might just be a catalyst to kick him on, because it was for Perez away in the FA Cup to Blackburn last season. So hopefully that's something for him, and I'm really happy to see him get his goal. Not long after that, though, we'll make it two. Very, it could have been a free kick to Oxford, but we'll clear the ball away, and Joelinton one-on-one with his defender shoves him out the way, and then ends up one-on-one with the keeper. And to be fair to Joelinton, he's had a lot of stick for lack of finishing this season, but can't knock him this time. Like, brilliant finish, puts it over the keeper's leg and through to make it 2-0, and that's what we needed in the first game at St James's Park. We just needed that bit of comfort, so we can play with a bit of confidence, and maybe bring on a Tom Allen or something like that. Have a bit of confidence and have a bit of comfort, which is what we needed in the first game. And to be fair, I was very surprised, because I thought in the first 20 minutes Oxford would come onto it and be really strong, but we managed to keep the home atmosphere fairly quiet after those two goals went in, and we were cruising, and we could actually made it 3 or 4 going into half time. Joelinton had a shot just after the second goal that went just wide. Sean had another chance, so there was opportunities there. But when Joelinton went off injured, and I hope he's all right, we just lacked that focal point up front. We just didn't have that oomph, because he was winning the second headers. He was getting in between the defenders, and we just lacked that when he went off. And just before the break, Oxford had a really good chance. Jamie Mackie turned his defender and caused a really good save from Carl Darlow, and then the ball goes back in and it's headed off the line by Jamal Lascelles. And Oxford could have easily been 2-1 going into the break, but we'll take it going into half time, 2-0, fairly comfortable. And I thought, if we can just get a third, kill the game off, and maybe try and bring on a couple of the young uns and have it as a formality going into the next round against West Brom. This is Newcastle United, though. Newcastle don't do things like that. They did, to be fair, for 30 minutes, and then 10 minutes to go, 15 minutes to go, and Ritchie decides to give the ball away stupidly, very stupidly, and then what's worse, he gives a free kick outside the box. And to be fair to the kid, I can't remember his name, Kelly I think it is. I think so. He has a brilliant free kick. Could Darlow have saved it? I think he could have. I think Dubravka would have saved it for sure, but I'll commend him in anyway. Fantastic free kick, and that gives them a lease of hope back into this game, because we didn't, bar the chance at the end of the first half, they didn't have a look in, to be fair, and we're fairly comfortable. But in typical Newcastle and in typical FA Cup fashion, there's always a bit of drama, and I'm foaming about this. The ball goes into the box. It's headed away, I think, and then it falls to, actually no, it's Holland that scored the equaliser, man. I don't know who scored. No, Holland scored the equaliser and Kelly scored the free kick. I think that's right. Let us know in the comments. But Holland, to be fair to him, with the side of his foot on the volley, curls it around Carl Darlow, and typical Newcastle. I was raging, absolutely raging. Wasn't happy at all. I was just thinking of all the headlines of embarrassment, and whew, it goes 2-2 in extra time. They even had their keeper up for the goal that they scored, which was madness. But we're going to extra time, and honestly, I was shitting a brick. I really was. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought Oxford had the momentum of the crowd, had the momentum going forward, and had a couple of chances and had a storm in the first 15 minutes of that extra time period. We had a couple of counter attacks through Alan Saint-Maximin, but nothing that was testing the keeper at all. And I was thinking, the longer this goes on, the more that's going to go to penalties. It was a fairly back and forth game. Don't get us wrong, but yeah, I thought it was just going to dwindle to penalties. But cometh the man, cometh the hour, and all that. Alan St-Maximin, what a fantastic goal this is. He's all on his own, and he fakes once, he fakes twice just outside the box, and he flipping leathers it into the top corner, 3-2. Crowd go mad. He runs to the away section, and you just need that little bit of quality to dig you out the shit like that. And Newcastle got well and truly dug out the shit by Alan St-Maximin the night. But Newcastle go through and win the fifth round against West Bromwich Albion, which is fantastic. I know it's the first time we've made the fifth round in a damn long time, so it's good to see we'll finally make that. They made we wait for it, like with two replays against League One teams, and we're going to need to play a lot better against West Brom because they're one of the leading Championship sides. But I just want to commend Oxford. The fans were fantastic when they came to St James's Park. They were fantastic again tonight. And fair play to Carl Robinson as well. The Oxford in both games, they didn't sit back and they didn't look for a counter, a bit like we do in the Premier League. They had a bit of bottle about them and they gave it a go. And you know what? If they've got nothing to be ashamed of going out tonight. They just don't. They can have their heads held high, and I wish them nothing but the best in the League One promotion chase and playoff chase. And if you beat Sunderland at the end, if you end up in a playoff final against Sunderland at the end of the season, trust me, I'm an Oxford fan for the day. But yeah, I've got nothing but respect for them. Fantastic support and for fantastic little project you've got going under Carl Robinson as well. And I really hope you can push on to the Championship. But comments. Let us know what you think. He's relieved or he's a bit angry at certain performances. Let us know. Because if Newcastle had lost tonight, I think I would have dug a couple of players out. But we've got the win, so I'll just keep it A-OK on that one. But we've got damn lucky tonight. We've nearly had the biggest banana skin of them all. But yeah, later on the channel we've got the vlog, the away vlog Lee's doing. We've got Eshat and 40 doing the score and the players with Lee, and the final word and all that good stuff as well. So yeah, subscribe to Newcastle Fans TV, and yeah, see you in the fifth round. See you later.